That the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says Social Security and Medicare trust funds are just over 7 years away from insolvency. They say the One Big Beautiful Bill, which is now law, dictates that once reserves are depleted, they can only pay out what they have coming in from revenues. And so that does mean a cut to the benefit. It's a 24% cut, or about 18 grand a year for a dual earning couple in late 2032. The question is, because we always hear about different projections, what's going to happen with Social Security. Is this a real threat? How concerned should people be about it?
It's a very real threat, and it's something to be very worried about, and it's something that folks at home should be demanding action on. Let me quickly explain how Social Security works. You might think that when you make your payments, or the money comes out of your paycheck every month, that it gets put in a vault for when you're old, but it doesn't. What happens instead is it goes to pay the current generation of old people. Now, when you and I get a little older, Brianna, we're going to be retired, and we hope that the young people can pay for us. The problem is we have the wrong ratio of young people to old people. And so what that means is whatever we've got left in the Social Security bank right now is going to run out. That's what's happening. Now, how worried should you be? Some people hear the idea of insolvency and think there'll be no Social Security for me. That's not true. It's just there'll be no extra. So what it means is however much young people are putting in, that caps how much, say you and I, will get when we're a little older. Now, there's so few young people around these days. What that means is that you and I stand to get a substantial cut to our Social Security. We'll get something, but not as much as we might have hoped. That's the problem right now. Economists have been warning about this for 30 years. And 30 years ago, you might have been able to say, well, anything could happen in the interim. We're now 7 years away. This is going to happen. There are many different ways we can solve it, but Congress doing nothing is not one of them.
Yeah, the ROI on everything taken out of our paychecks since we were just little lads and lasses. Alas, we'll see what they come up with. Justin Wolfers, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
We have a problem with Social Security. Right now, why don't you tell people, if somebody is making $10 million a year and somebody's making $160,000, $176,000, who pays more into the Social Security Trust Fund?
Well, if somebody, so
one's paid 10 million, one's 170.
The lower income person pays much more
a higher
into
percentage,
Social Security, exactly.
Because we have a cap.
Right.
And what would happen if we lifted that cap to for all taxable income? The legislation that I have introduced would greatly expand benefits and increase the solvency, the issue Senator Cassidy talked about, for 75 years. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it certainly makes sense to me, and the Pension Rights Center also thinks that it's a great idea.
Social Security is funded by you and by me. We put money into the Social Security Trust Fund. Well, Republicans will tell you Social Security is going broke in a certain number of years, which happens not to be true because most of the money comes in every day. What is the answer? Well, it ain't hard, and I have legislation to do just that. If somebody in America makes $16 million a year, and there are many people who do, and somebody makes about $160,000 a year, who pays more into the Social Security Trust Fund? Anybody know? They say, because there is a cap on Social Security taxes at about $165,000. So you make more than that, you don't pay any more than somebody making $165,000. If we lift that cap and demand that the wealthiest people start paying their fair share, we can do two things. Number one, we can rather significantly raise Social Security benefits for all those on Social Security. Number two, we can extend the solvency of Social Security for 75 years. That's the solution. Ain't hard.